Summary of The Family Man written by Elinor Lipman. Chapter 1. In the wake of Glenn Crouch's passing, a cascade of unexpected events unfolds in the life of Denise Archer, his ex-wife. The narrative, rich with emotional turmoil, legal intricacies, and unforeseen connections, delves into the complexities of inheritance, familial dynamics, and the enduring impact of past decisions. Denise's initial note to Henry Archer serves as the entry point into a world shaken by the revelation of Glenn's will. The prenuptial agreement, a haunting legal document, now looms large over Denise's life, marking the 25-year threshold where it transforms from an idle threat into a binding reality. The monthly allowance dictated by this legal constraint falls under the control of Glenn's eldest son, Glenn Jr., leaving Denise grappling with financial uncertainty. As Denise unravels the details of her predicament, a tapestry of familial complexities emerges. Glenn's sons from a previous marriage, despite having been raised by Denise since they were 8 and 10, appear relentless in their pursuit of the inheritance. The Park Avenue apartment, once the symbol of marital bliss, is now a contested territory, and Denise is left to navigate the treacherous waters of a post-mortem power struggle. The reader is introduced to Talia, Glenn's daughter, and the strained relationship she shares with Denise. This dynamic gains prominence during Glenn's wake, a somber occasion marred by the presence of Nanette, Glenn's previous wife. The awkwardness escalates as Nanette inserts herself into the receiving line, blurring the lines of grief and exacerbating Denise's isolation. Talia's deliberate distance further underscores the fractured familial bonds. Amid the legal battles and familial discord, the narrative unveils Denise's vulnerability. The portrayal of her emotional state transcends the legal intricacies, offering a poignant exploration of grief, betrayal, and the search for identity in the aftermath of a spouse's death. The reader witnesses Denise's struggle to reconcile her role as a wife and stepmother with the stark reality of abandonment in the face of Glenn's will. Talia, Glenn's daughter, becomes a pivotal character, adding layers of complexity to the narrative. Her strained relationship with Denise is rooted in unresolved maternal issues, creating a poignant parallel to Denise's struggles with her stepsons. Talia's decision to stand apart during the wake symbolizes not only a familial divide but also a reflection of generational differences and the enduring impact of past grievances. As the narrative unfolds, the reader is led through a labyrinth of emotions, legal intricacies, and societal expectations. Denise's confessions to Henry, her ex-husband, serve as a cathartic release, unraveling the layers of her grief and disillusionment. The unexpected camaraderie between ex-spouses adds a layer of nuance to the narrative, challenging conventional notions of divorce and highlighting the potential for empathy and understanding even in the wake of past betrayals. The legal battles surrounding Glenn's will emerge as a societal commentary on the antiquated nature of inheritance laws. The prenuptial agreement, designed to protect one party's assets, becomes a source of contention and despair for Denise. The narrative raises questions about the fairness and relevance of such legal constraints, especially when they result in the apparent injustice Denise faces. Denise's financial struggles and the limitations imposed by Glenn's will echo broader societal issues related to wealth, power, and the vulnerabilities of individuals, particularly in the context of blended families. The narrative prompts reflection on the complexities of modern relationships, the challenges of navigating stepfamily dynamics, and the enduring impact of decisions made in the name of financial security. Henry Archer, despite his initial reluctance, finds himself entangled in Denise's plight. The unresolved issues from their past, compounded by Denise's references to his sexual orientation, create a tension that simmers beneath the surface. The narrative subtly explores the complexities of post-divorce relationships, offering a nuanced portrayal of ex-spouses who, despite their history, find themselves connected by shared experiences and the passage of time. As the story progresses, Denise's vulnerability becomes increasingly evident. The loss of her marital home, the struggle for financial independence, and the isolation she feels within her own family paint a poignant picture of a woman grappling with the harsh realities of widowhood. The narrative invites the reader to empathize with Denise's plight, challenging preconceived notions about wealth, privilege, and the emotional toll of familial discord. The unexpected bond between Henry and Denise, marked by late-night confessions and shared frustrations, adds a layer of complexity to the narrative. Denise's reliance on Henry as a confidant speaks to the profound loneliness she experiences in the aftermath of Glenn's death. The evolving dynamic between ex-spouses hints at the potential for redemption, forgiveness, and the redefinition of their relationship in the face of shared struggles. In conclusion, the passage unfolds as a multi-layered exploration of Denise Archer's life in the aftermath of Glenn Crouch's death. Through legal battles, familial discord, and emotional unraveling, the narrative weaves a tapestry of grief, betrayal, and the complexities of modern relationships. Denise's journey becomes a lens through which broader societal issues are examined, challenging the reader to reflect on the intricacies of inheritance, the impact of legal constraints, and the enduring connections that persist even in the wake of past betrayals. Chapter 2. Henry Archer, a man in his mid-50s, entered the Crouch home with an expectation of grandeur, only to be met with a decor that ranged from oatmeal to sand. Denise, the homeowner, warned him that the furnishings were a result of her ex-husband Glenn's preferences for pushing furniture against walls and having coffee tables in front of every couch. The house exuded an air of routine, with an overwhelming scent of cigar smoke lingering, and oversized ashtrays decorating every surface. As Henry crossed the room, inspecting the photos on a lucite étagère, he discovered a wedding portrait of Denise and Glenn. Denise shared that the wedding had taken place before a judge in a private room at Lute's, a restaurant they frequented on anniversaries until its closure. The odyssey through the past continued as Henry's eyes fixated on a graduation photo of Talia, Glenn, and Denise's daughter. Candid shots of her in various activities, such as horseback riding and skiing, adorned the display. As Henry observed, he couldn't shake the feeling that he knew Talia, not just from these pictures, but from some recent encounter. Denise noticed Henry's contemplation and, seemingly impatiently, inquired about his familiarity with Talia. Henry struggled to articulate his thoughts, admitting to Denise that he saw Talia regularly but couldn't put his finger on the context. Denise, wiping dust off a frame, appeared perplexed by his response. She suggested various scenarios, encounters in the park, on the subway, or in a restaurant. Henry dismissed each, attempting to concentrate on where he had seen Talia's face. A gradual realization began to unfold in his mind. Talia was not just a familiar face, she was the coat-check girl at the salon he visited regularly. The pieces fell into place, and he felt compelled to explore this newfound connection further. To mask his true intentions, he lied about scheduling a manicure, a procedure he had never desired before. As he made the appointment, he contemplated how to approach Talia and reveal their connection without causing undue discomfort. Leaving the salon momentarily, Henry purchased a blank card, jotting down the truth about their relationship. He planned to leave the card in Talia's brandy snifter, creating an opportunity for her to process the information privately. Upon his return, he engaged in casual conversation with Talia, keeping the revelation at bay. Sensing the right moment, he left the card and promised to return shortly. Back in his blazer, Henry confirmed with Talia that she would be there when he returned, subtly preparing her for a personal conversation. Over lunch at a nearby Italian bistro, they delved into their lives, past and present. Henry opened up about his past marriage to Denise, his early retirement from law, and the recent loss of his companion, Celeste, to cancer. Talia, an aspiring actress, shared her experiences as a stand-in and expressed her interest in teaching. As they exchanged stories, the emotional weight of their revelations became apparent. Talia, surprisingly understanding, acknowledged that she had known about Henry for some time and had discreetly researched him. The conversation shifted to lighter topics, with Henry recalling memories of Talia's childhood. He described her preferences and quirks, creating a rich tapestry of their shared history. Talia, amused and intrigued, found herself drawn into this unexpected reunion. Despite the unconventional circumstances, the lunch allowed them to explore the potential for a renewed relationship. The atmosphere became emotional when Henry confessed that Celeste had encouraged him to find Talia, making it almost a dying wish. Over lunch, they exchanged stories, navigating the complexities of their past and present lives. Talia's acting career, Henry's retirement, and the challenges both faced painted a rich tapestry of their individual journeys. Despite the unconventional circumstances, the reunion allowed them to explore the potential for a renewed relationship. Talia, surprisingly understanding, acknowledged that she had known about Henry for some time and had discreetly researched him. As the lunch progressed, Talia's eyes reddened, revealing the emotional impact of this revelation. Henry, sensing the need to change the subject, steered the conversation toward lighter topics. Talia, resilient and empathetic, responded positively, teasing Henry and showcasing her acting skills. In this unexpected encounter, Henry and Talia began to forge a connection that had eluded them for years. The reunion, marked by emotional revelations and shared experiences, hinted at the possibility of a renewed bond between father and daughter. As they navigated the complexities of their intertwined pasts, the lunch became a pivotal moment in their journey toward understanding and acceptance. The rest of the afternoon was spent discussing more mundane but essential details of their lives. Talia shared more about her acting career, detailing her experiences as a stand-in and her aspirations for the future. She revealed her dedication to teaching, expressing a desire to change her name to Miss McGonagall and relishing the thought of grown-up students delivering testimonials. Henry, in turn, spoke about his life post-retirement, including his solitary existence, recent loss, and memories of Celeste. Talia listened attentively, absorbing the nuances of Henry's journey. The conversation seamlessly flowed between topics, transitioning from laughter to introspection. As the bistro's waitstaff cleared away the remnants of their lunch, Talia posed a question that had been lingering in the background. She asked about Henry's current romantic status, prompting him to deflect the inquiry with a playful suggestion that she share her own relationship status first. Talia admitted to being between boyfriends, highlighting her avoidance of dating actors or hairdressers. The revelation sparked a light-hearted exchange about romantic preferences and the challenges of finding the right partner. The conversation circled back to Henry, who confessed to being currently unattached. Talia playfully probed further, asking about any recent romantic endeavors or potential interests. Henry, with a twinkle in his eye, responded with a surprising revelation: his recent companion, Celeste, had been a very dear woman friend who had succumbed to cancer. Talia's expression shifted to one of understanding and empathy as Henry shared anecdotes about their shared experiences and Celeste's impact on his life. The atmosphere, once again, took a solemn turn. Talia, with genuine compassion, expressed her condolences for Celeste's passing. The genuine connection between them became more apparent, transcending the awkwardness that often accompanies reunions. The shared laughter and shared sorrows created a bond that neither could have anticipated when the day began. Talia's curiosity about Henry's past relationships led to a discussion about Celeste's unconventional role as a companion. She was not just a friend, she played the role of a movie date, a dinner companion, and someone who shared Henry's love for the arts. The anecdotes painted a vivid picture of their companionship, revealing a side of Henry that Talia had never known. As the conversation meandered, Talia couldn't help but marvel at the twists and turns life had taken. The lunch, initially marked by an unexpected revelation, had become a journey into each other's lives. They were no longer strangers with a shared past, but individuals with a newfound understanding of their common history. The emotional depth of their connection was palpable, and Talia, despite the initial shock, found herself grateful for the opportunity to connect with her long-lost father. She reflected on the complexity of family dynamics, the resilience of the human spirit, and the